Welcome back to Esoteric Home. I am Jod. It is April 30th, Tuesday night when I am filming this. I hope you're doing well. I hope you've had a good start to the week. I know that tomorrow is considered Beltaine, which is like the beginning of summer, which is really cool. And I think tonight is called Walpurgis, a witch's night. I really don't identify as a witch, but apparently it's a powerful night to represent to, you know, to represent ourselves in front of Mother Earth, and it's the beginning of summer, so an important day. So I thought I'd hop on and do a video. Tonight's video is kind of going to be two topics. The first topic is going to be another Gallery of Magick book, The 72 Sigils of Power by Zanna Blaise. As you can see, this copy is well worn. This is actually my wife's favorite magic book. I got her this as a gift when I was kind of starting my journey, and as you can see, it's well used. She has written in almost every single page. She wrote little poems that are really awesome, that kind of help her help her remember the ritual, kind of identify the word of power, the name of God that's being used. So super, super cool. I've always encouraged her to kind of start publishing more of her poetry, so hopefully she does that. And as you can tell, I also have the empowered version. It's called 72 Sigils of Empowered Magick. It's by DB Gallery. And it's essentially the same book with some minor differences. This one my wife has been using for years, consistently in her personal practice, and this one we actually went through together. So this is the empowered version. It's a little bit more expensive, and that brings us to the second topic of the night, which is empowered magic. I've had some people ask me the question, is it worth it? Is it worth it? So empowered magic is basically it's a Patreon subscription to the Gallery of Magick. It was $17 a month when I started months ago. I'm sure it's the same now, and essentially there's a lot of stuff that goes with it. So it's a Patreon subscription. You get access to a lot of comments, questions, and answers, the community that they've built. You also get a monthly empowerment ritual, which is at the beginning of the month. It comes out, and essentially what these rituals do is connect you to a stream of magic that the Gallery of Magick has set up. So essentially it's like taking your magic and plugging it into their group, into what they're doing on their side, and it gives the ritual extra focus, power, all the things that you want. It kind of connects your energy to theirs as a group, and your magic has the benefit of being empowered by their magic. And it's $17 a month. I would highly encourage you to give it a go just for the monthly empowerments alone. You do feel like you are connected to them, and coming from a Reiki background, I believe that this stuff works. I believe that it's effective. They also offer you a slew of bonuses, and just to be completely frank and honest, I'm not getting paid to say this. This is just my experience. I'm just trying to share what I've encountered, but a slew of bonuses come with it. So you get the monthly empowerment, you get empowered angel magic, which I'll do a video in the future about. Amazing book. You get something called the Future of Magic, which is hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pages of essays, questions that they've answered. As far as like theory and background, it is a wealth of information. Seriously, that $17 alone is worth the price of admission. That Future of Magic, it talks about so many different concepts, theories, ideas. Really good in helping you get your mindset, your paradigm shifted, your mindset focused on how to really bring the best out of your own practice, how to really make it work, how to generate results for yourself, how to implement internal changes to get results. Fantastic. You also get Demons of Empowered Magick, which is kind of their, the 72 Demons of Magick empowered version. I have not worked through that one yet. I have worked with demons, but I've kind of been saving that topic for a little bit down the road because of the respect and seriousness that I believe it merits. Okay, you get a stillness and light ritual, a creativity ritual 2.0. You get conquering lust for result, empowered healing magic, empowered chaos magic, which I have used as well. Love that. You also get the 72 sigils of empowered magic. You get it in a PDF version. Now, keep in mind, if you are going to buy these books off of Amazon, they are a little bit more expensive, maybe like 10 bucks. In some cases, more than that, more expensive than the original versions. They do come on nice, nicer paper. They're full color, and as you can tell, they basically create these color coded patterns and the kind of this artwork, which is essentially what is the empowerment. It represents the empowerment around the magic. So definitely a little bit more pricey. You will get this on PDF, which you can use it on your computer, your phone, your whatever device that you have. You also get empowered protection, a protection ritual. You get an empowered financial providence ritual. You get a ritual to ease loneliness and isolation. You get time distortion magic, and you get empowered illusions, which just recently came out. I have been using that recently. It's kind of like glamour spells. And oh my goodness, it is powerful. It's based upon, servitors that they've created, creating these glamour rituals of competence or attraction or intelligence, or darkness, if you want to kind of make yourself invisible. So suffice that to say, I definitely think if you're starting out on your journey, it's worth investing the 17 bucks a month for at least a few months, just to kind of get a feel for it. I think connecting yourself to a group like that, it does increase your confidence and your faith that the ritual is going to work, which is worth its weight in gold, especially if you're starting out. And if you're intermediate or you're advanced, give it a go. Check it out. You can cancel anytime, but just with the slew of bonuses, there is so much magic, so many rituals, so many ways to accomplish what you want to get, to obtain the result that you're looking for. So definitely check it out. Now, I have been a member for probably 4 or 5 months now. I've been using it. I've had good results. Some people report that, hey, they don't like anybody interfering, kind of getting in between their magic and the universe, that is kind of like a filter. But me personally, I've had great results. I love what they're doing with the community. You get access to so much information that you can literally dive in and lose yourself and just immerse yourself in knowledge and their experience. So definitely worth checking out. Now, as far as the empowered magic, so these books and indeed their rituals are designed to go along with that Patreon subscription. So if you are not buying the prescription, same thing. If you are not purchasing that monthly subscription, do not, I would not bother with the empowered magic. It's designed to work with the subscription. And there are some books that they say, hey, even if you cancel your subscription, any ritual that you do or any connection that you make will last a lifetime, such as, Angels of Empowered Magick and Demons of Empowered Magick. So those books are designed. You have to make the connection. The first part of the ritual is really making the connection with the spirit while you're a member. And then if you cancel your membership, that connection lasts a lifetime. So you don't have to worry about it. Some of the books are a little bit different. Each one kind of has its own parameters of, hey, this is really going to work great if you're a member, and if not, I wouldn't bother with it. So it's kind of up to you. I would have gotten the original version if my wife already didn't have it, and I kind of wanted to try this out together, just because I'm like, I don't want anything to interfere with, if I don't have the subscription, like Magic's not gonna work, something like that. But definitely worth giving it a go. Definitely worth the price of admission. That being said, do your own research, try it out, find out what other people are saying. I know, they've re-released these Empower books and they're charging more, so it doesn't feel like a money grab. Typically I'm, pretty aware of when people are getting a little greedy and they're just repackaging something to sell it and make more money. I don't get that from them. I do get that they're actually looking for new ways to add value to their readership, their fan base, whatever. So check it out, Empowered Magick on Patreon, Damon Brand, Gallery of Magick. I think just even if you subscribe for a couple months, dive in, learn as much as you can cancel it, 30, 45 bucks, whatever it comes out to, well worth it. So now let's get into 72 Sigils of Empowered Magick, and 72 Sigils of Power. So basically, again, the same book. Obviously the 72 names of God are essentially from the Shim operation. The 72 letter name is Exodus 14, 19 to 21, where they get basically these 72 angels. The way that I understand it is these words of power or sigils, these words are basically the divine names of God before they're before they are eld, before they are the angel version. So, you have the name of God, and then kind of they angelified, maybe. So before it turns into an angel, before it's eld, it's a name of God, 72 letter name. I definitely recommend either, whether it's through this book, through a lot of different authors, a lot of different teachers have their own Shim Ham Forash operation, or the 72 letter name. It is a classic in magical literature. This one is very, my wife gravitated to it because it's a female author. The magic was very gentle for her. It's not overly complex. For this version, obviously you don't have the color, and you do have the name here, but essentially it's the same format, same book. One is just going to be if you're a member of the Patreon, one is not. But she really liked the style that the author wrote in, and she has a really good sense of being able to pick up a book and be like, oh, this is something that I'm into, this is something that I connect with, or hey, this is not for me. For her too, she has gotten a ton out of it, and so have I. With this book, there's really two ways you can do it. So it gives you the name of God, and then there's really kind of a contemplation ritual, which is designed to create internal changes in your belief systems, in your mind, in yourself, and then there is a results oriented way to do the ritual. So it's a contemplation, kind of an inner work way to change yourself to get the results that you want, and then there's a outward facing, results oriented way to do the ritual. Both have their own value. I do have to say, I've heard a lot of people, Damon Brand included, other people have really said this book is really geared towards creating those internal changes in yourself. So it's more of an inner world changing book, as far as there's some other books and some other rituals which were really more powerful as far as getting reality to change, affecting reality, changing reality, adjusting things on the external world. Well, this is more of an internal world process, which he and other people have said is really powerful. I agree. Sometimes I'll edit that out, I probably won't. A lot of times when we want something and it's not appearing, it's because there's something inside of us that is either in conflict with it, blocking it, or it's something that we want for reasons that are not in alignment with who we really are and what we really want. So, a ton of stuff opens up when you really turn the focus from, hey, I want 100 grand, as opposed to looking at yourself and be like, okay, I want money, and looking at the feeling of lack, and what is that money going to give you? Is it going to give you recognition? Is it going to give you security, safety? Are people going to respect you more? So really looking at your internal motivations as opposed to just be like, hey, give me 100 grand. So doing that kind of introspection, turning the spotlight back on yourself, is going to allow, first of all, you to better understand what it is that you want. It's also going to allow you to attract and manifest things quicker, because there's not as you remove that stuff that's in the way. It's like if you have 4 trains going this way and 1 train going this way, if you can get that 1 train going in the same direction as the other ones, the resistance disappears. So yeah, it will give you kind of a paragraph about the name and what it can do for you, and it definitely encourages you to think for yourself. It will give you kind of 2 versions of the name, one to meditate on, that's for contemplation, and one that's for results. The overall ritual structure is pretty simple, which I like. It's not requiring you to visualize all these different things in sequence and then change your emotions and then have a clear mind and think of nothing, which is, I find, refreshing and powerful. There's nothing wrong with more complex techniques that require you to shift your state, visualize certain things, or it's just it simplifies it. It's down to its fundamental essence. So you basically choose a name and a power. You notice how you feel about it at this exact moment. Kind of pay attention to your feelings, start scanning the letters, scanning the sigil, and then essentially observe the thoughts, the reasons why you want what you want, and when it feels correct, kind of stop. So that's really it. It's more of an internal thought exercise. Okay, how does this make me feel? Pay attention to it as it arises, kind of meditate, simmer in that, and then insights will come. This is what I experience. Insights, new ideas, different approaches, and just you'll view your internal mechanisms at work, and there's the value. That's kind of the value. For the results, the external facing magic, very, very similar. You kind of do, power is low. I won't edit that out either. You basically notice how you feel about the result that you want. So if you want, what's something like, a 50-inch TV, you want a new TV for a good price so you can watch your favorite show or something like that. So you notice how you feel, so, scan the letters, scan the sigil, and then of course key is imagine the feeling of the wish fulfilled as if it's already happened, and you're sitting there watching your nice beautiful 50-inch TV and your favorite show is on, and you're just sitting there and you're like, wow, this is like being in the theater, but I'm in my jammies at home. This is awesome. So imagining the result has already happened. So pretty basic, but powerful ritual structure. It's also a good for kind of getting an introduction to the 72-letter name, the names of power. It's very, very, very powerful. So really, it's definitely more of an, in my mind, more of an internal change book. It's a book as far as kind of, you can use it for results, but at least for me, I feel like most of the value is going to be in the self-reflection and the introspection. Their other book, Angels of Alchemy, is kind of like that. It's geared more towards internal changes, the same things that we've been talking about. So just as equally as powerful as externally moving stuff around. And like I said, the common denominator in everything is you. So if you can work and change yourself, heal some of the wounds, release some of the traumas, remove some of the blocks, it's going to make everything flow much better. And it's also going to better align you with what you really want, what's really going to satisfy you. So food for thought. Another great book. Beautiful, beautiful drawings, especially the empowered version. I mean, gorgeous, gorgeous art. Beautiful to look at, a pleasure to look at. Simplified, powerful, foundational, and also written in a very easy to understand format. So that is my spiel for tonight. Really, again, Empowered Magick by Patreon. I am not getting paid for it, but I highly recommend you checking out Gallery of Magick. I recommend them a lot because they're how I got started. I have been reading some new authors. I'll be doing a video on this one soon. Oh my gosh, Sarah L. Mastros, Orphic Hymns Grimoire. Oh wow, I reviewed her Pinnacles of Solomon book. recently. I'm still working on my way through this. It is phenomenal, so I'll do a review. Also, I've been reading some Lon Milo Duquette, another wonderful author, so I'll be reviewing some of his, and then there are a few authors that I've been working with for a while that I will get around to. But anyway, I hope you have a wonderful night. I know tomorrow is the beginning of summer, powerful new season. Every day is kind of an opportunity to get what you want, become who you want to be, and just enjoy this beautiful journey called life. So thank you again for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. I appreciate your comments. I definitely will read and respond to everybody. Sometimes take me a couple days, but thank you for your attention. Thank you for your time. Stay blessed.